Good afternoon. Welcome to the Paterson Greenhouse facility. My name's Heath Hoffman. I'm the Associate Director here. Welcome. We're going to show you around our facility today. We have about 8 acres here that serves as the Department of Horticulture's teaching and research facility. We have about 8 greenhouses and about 2 acres of outdoor nursery pad space. I'm going to show you some of our facilities and equipment. This is greenhouse 5 and 6. This is 2 of our teaching greenhouses. We're outside here at the control panel. This is all of our environmental controls where we control ventilation, heating, and cooling, and also the shade. And we can control those environments inside these greenhouses as well as night interrupted lighting. We're going to step inside and point out some of those features. So obviously the fans are off because we're actually filming. We have the ventilation fans here, our natural gas heaters on both ends, our night lighting above the tables. This actually is a temporary shade for these indoor plants, but we also have automatic shade in the roof system that we can automatically set with our control features. We also have an evaporative cooling system and air circulation fans in here. So these greenhouses here were built in 2001 when a major renovation went underway on this property. The original greenhouses here were constructed in 1947. So this site has been here quite a while. This is our propagation greenhouse. Come on inside, I'll show you a cool project we got going on. So in this greenhouse, all of students that are enrolled in horticulture have to take plant propagation. So every student in our program will actually come through this greenhouse and do a project in here. So here we learn how to make new plants from existing plants. That's plant propagation. We do vegetative propagation, propagation from seed, grafting. You saw the Japanese maples as we walked in. This is just some of the examples of the plant material we have in here right now. I want to show you this cool project with our Tumors Oak program. So our Tumors Oaks, our beloved Tumors Oaks, if you're an Auburn person, up on Tumors Corner, obviously were poisoned and then removed in 2013. Upon that removal, the shoots of the roots put on rhizomatic shoots from the roots that were left in the ground, and we were able to harvest some of those and start a program of Tumors Oaks clones. So that's what you see here. We have about 400 in trays here that are under propagation right now. Actually, some of these were stuck a couple of weeks ago, and these will take about 12 weeks to start forming roots. But once they do, this is the product that we end up with, and we actually sell on the Ag Store at the College of Ag website. So this is one of our shade structures, one of 6 that we have here on property. This greenhouse obviously serves as shade for plants that require shade, like these hydrangeas. These hydrangeas are in a study right now where they were subjected to simulated dicamba drift, which is a herbicide that is kind of at the forefront of the industry right now. So Dr. Jeremy Pickens is also repeating this study down in Mobile at the ornamental station down on the coast. Now that you've seen some of our greenhouses and shade structures, let's head down the hill to our nursery area. This is one of our outdoor nursery pad areas. As you can see, this is where we have approximately 2 acres worth of space to work on out here. This study here is a Christmas tree study that's funded by the Alabama Department of Agriculture. We're looking at different over-the-top herbicide, pre-emergent herbicides to use in the Christmas tree industry. This study is also being conducted by Dr. Jeremy Pickens and is being repeated down at the ornamental station in Mobile. This is a retractable greenhouse that we have here on our property. This the roof can be opened, and also all 4 sides can be opened or closed at any certain time. This serves to bring in sensitive plant material from cool temperatures in from the nursery pads temporarily, or to overwinter in here. And it also helps to, as a windbreak, if we're getting some of those damaging cold winds at night in the wintertime. So it's a very useful house. If we also don't have the labor to move it or don't have the want to move it, we can just open it up, and it serves as almost just like a nursery pad. This is greenhouse 1. We have a citrus greening project in this greenhouse. I think Dr. Spears is in here. Let's go catch up with him.
Hey, so this is part of the Citrus Clean Plant Network. So we've gotten some funds from the USDA to have a foundation planting of all these citrus plants that are for our area and make sure that they're cleaned of any pathogens. And so we can provide budwood to our nurserymen and assure them that they're clean when they start. And then we can also check that plant material, their mother plants, and ensure mainly that they don't have citrus greening and that we aren't spreading dangerous pathogens throughout our industry. So we have about probably 30 different varieties right now in different stages of production. And we've just budded a lot of them recently. Some with success and some without.
This is our hammer mill. We do alternative research on different substrates here. The nursery industry is pine bark sand, but we've done a lot of research here for growers in Alabama using alternative substrates. This machine will finish a product for us that we can actually put into production. A chipper truck generally can pull up here and dump a load of chipped wood. Then we run it through different screen sizes and through this mill for a finished product. And then we're able to add our amendments over at our potting shed. For instance, here, this is a finished product of cedar. And this is our potting and mixing facility. This is where the magic happens here. You can see we have 2 bins here, our sand bin and our pine bark bin. We can accommodate a tractor trailer load of pine bark, 100 yards of bark at one time, and a triaxle dump truck load of sand. Inside here we have our mixing machines and our conveyors where we can mix substrates and then convey it over into our holding bins, and actually potting tables where we actually can pot up plant material here, water it in, and then move it out to the nursery pads. And then this is our equipment storage. We have a lot of equipment here: skid steer loader, front end loader tractor, and all the implements you can dream of to go behind them to support our programs here.